Day 35th. Today, the 35th day of our 64-day practice of passing through the spaces of the I Ching matrix, has 31 laws of physical divergence. Today we diverge from the first layer of planets of our retinue, and move to the second layer of our domestic pheasants and firebirds. Now the speed of our movement will be equal to visiting one flower per day. The main thing, do not forget, the algorithm for visiting flowers, that we worked out yesterday. And today we again begin drawing from the red center of our personal space. Then, we paint over with the yellow color of our innermost desires, and the current law in each of the 18 circles, of the space of our domestic firebirds, which by our own will is directly tied to Mars, the planet that rules all our Tuesdays. Let me remind you, that a flock of 6 of our domestic firebirds, together with a flock of 6 of our domestic pheasants, serves each month of our working year. And on the 19th day of our practice of passing through the spaces of the I Ching matrix, and the 19th law of physical closure, I suggested that you, as an example from a link to my manuscript, connect these birds with images of totems from 12-month calendars that are understandable and interesting to you, to which your heart lies closest. The yellow color of our innermost desires, yesterday objectively went to the ruler of Tuesday, Mars. Although it is widely believed that the color of Mars is red, we cannot allow such liberties in coloring our world. Because red is the color of our personal space. Therefore, in our system of things, Mars is yellow. The mental interest of Mars is reduced to a simple and free radiation of vital energy. In the calendar of Eastern totems, of the 12 earthly branches, the mental interest of Mars corresponds to the passionate and athletic nature of the dragon. The dragon is a leader. This is a hero who collects the enthusiastic adoration of everyone who has not fallen under the incinerating fire of his uncontrollable anger. And there is no need to irritate and get underfoot and hot hand when sports competitions are going on. It is better to give free rein to the dragon's imagination. Let him come up with some spectacular and mind-blowing competitions for himself. Arrange a sports festival on this day. Shower the dragon with gold awards. And you will have happiness and paradise on your earth from this. From today on, we will paint over one space of each of the totems we have chosen. Thus, the space of each month of our working year will be painted in its own color. And perhaps this will make it easier for you to navigate the organization of your business connections and your social activities in your real life. Do not forget that we draw flowers of life, not just for the sake of drawing and for nothing to do. In this way, we create neural connections in our brain, so that our consciousness easily and naturally creates practical solutions to our production problems in our real life. We do not simply draw circles of flower of life spaces. We draw connections of our projects with real spaces of our real business partners. It is just that now, on the first circle of passing 64 spaces of the I Ching matrix, within the framework of reading the first law of physical space, we do this work from the simplest, from drawing and coloring the circles of flower of life spaces. If you are already a sufficiently competent manager and entertainer, then the current practice should simply show you a possible and accessible path of thought movement. This practice should help you structure the direction of movement of your points of view. The main thing that you should never forget is that all our social activity is aimed only at transmitting our love for the world around us. From now on and forevermore, we visit the worlds around us, armed with a staff with the words, I enter desired, I leave loved. We visit the worlds around us with one single purpose, to illuminate them. We fill the spaces of the worlds around us with the light of love. Always, at every step of our movement through the outer worlds, we repeat, I am light and love. With this I attract the souls of people. And they serve me and my God, with all their possessions, abilities and skills. And now, I return your attention to coloring the outer edges of today's flower, brown and pink. We need this so that we can clearly and easily see the beauty of the change in the picture of our world. Excellent. The day has taken place.